as we're off in Week 4.
That'll be taken about a yard deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. Third down here.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 17, Wilson. Chubb will have the first down and much more. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Now the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Dolphins nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, switch gears. King. Switch. Under 10.
They go play action. Mayfield. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And the Browns 1st down.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 26-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's now fourth down.
And this one is right through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. That's what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, they told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
4-yard line.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the Browns' 45-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Flush to his right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves him with a ways to go on 4th and goal.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it, but here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play fake, Mayfield. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
4 yards.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
At the 11-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll buy some time right.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire as time expires in the first half. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 44, Wilson, and this one's incomplete. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Chubb on the counter. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 3rd down, Wilson. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is good. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On 3rd down, Wilson dancing to his left. He may try and run for this.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And his kick is good. And that will give him a 12-point lead. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On On second down, here's the option. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Flush to his right. Now, the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
Brings up 3rd down.
They run it again with Chubb. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Back now in Miami. 19. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. And his kick here is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. 22. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often. But you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. Caught left side, Hopkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Mayfield with it once more. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Being chased out left. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there, first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Beckham Jr.
Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Raise the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Myles Garrett, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. 42 yards. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
The 30-yard line.
As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 7.
And again, it's Chubb. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by. But that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed him out quite a bit so far. But it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
today.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at.